to the definition of Kanban. So the method approach developed to manage the work, that's simple. If anybody asks you what is Kanban, it's not some rocket science. It's simply put just a method or an approach which is to help manage the work while it is being done, while it is actually being done, or while it is being executed, while it is being produced. It could be cars, it could be software, it could be your tickets that you're able to raise from your maintenance of a product. It can be anything. It can be development product, maintenance product, or anything to do with any project that is required for us to get some work done. And that's where the agile approach of the management of work as it passes through the phases of the steps. And the advantage with Kanban is it uses what we call as boards, right? This is what we have seen, that it visualizes the process of workflow. So the actual work that is moving through the process, you can get to see as it gets done. So you don't have to really spend a lot of time to trying to make calls or sending mails. Where are we on this? I've seen a lot of times where about 15 years back when we were working on the waterfall type of project. So the project manager gets a call from the senior management, because the senior management has got a call from the client that, hey, I want to understand the status of this project. So the calls go all the way from the customer to the senior project manager, and then the senior project manager has got a call to the account manager. Account manager calls the project manager, and then the project manager in turn sends a mail to the team lead asking, where are we, what is the status? So the mails again all the way go back to the loops. Okay, need to reply this, blah blah blah. So it's a chain of mails, chain of calls, just to understand where we are. And that could be as simple as we are still working on this. So status is just working on this. For that, it used to go all the hoops and loops. Whereas with Kanban, with the agile methodology that we have been following ever since the last 10 years or so, we did not have to make calls. We don't have to send mails to understand where we are, because the board speaks for itself. So the boards are maintained physically by the team, or like on the whiteboard, they can actually chuck the index cards or the post-its. They can actually try and do that, or they could even use the electronic Kanban boards like Jira, Trello. You've got loads of those, Agile Collab, and so on and so forth. We'll talk about all of those tools later. And with one look, you can actually get to see where we are. So you can actually get to see how much has been done, what is still to be done, and what is completely done. So, and of course, it's not as simple as that. With software, you could actually kind of get to the extent that it has got so many other things like analysis. This is in development. This is in testing. This is testing done. This is into UAT. This is deployed in life. So there are multiple streams of work that you have got in a typical software development. So that's something which we can try and look later, so we can understand how it can get managed. So what is Kanban in that extent? So it's strictly speaking, really speaking, Kanban is not an agile method, but it's not a full-fledged agile methodology to that. That's what I was trying to say. It's a way to get things done and the work done in the agile context. So it has been adopted, it has been embraced and taken into the agile ways of working. And this is one of the best practices that has come from, again, manufacturing. As we had seen Kaizen, we've had a look at Lean. All of these have come from the manufacturing and the TQM, total quality management era, about 70s and 80s, 1970s context, manufacturing cars. So the focus is basically on managing and optimizing the work in progress. That's simply put, that's it. Kanban is not doing miracles. It's not aimed at developing fantastic products and great structuring of the teams. It is basically helping you to manage and see the work, how it's getting done and delivered as it gets done with respect to those different streams of activities. That's the essence of Kanban.